Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon again. Did you know that you have listened to 24 speakers over a span of about 15 to 16 hours? And that is what you call crowding a lifetime into precious minutes. And doesn't it sound exciting? So I Googled what is expected in social etiquette of closing remarks. And it's supposed to be terse, sweet, and succinct. So rather than bore you to death with a PowerPoint presentation for the 25th time for 2 days, let's perhaps look at it in terms of the lighter side of what we call digitalization. No? And I'd like to do this with you by asking you a number of questions. No? And the first question is, by the way, the ones who would give the correct answers will get free cell phones from Globe, and you can get it at our branch in Tawi-Tawi. Okay. Speaking about digitalization, the first question is, what do religion and paid search advertisers have in common? What do religion and paid advertisers online have in common? They promise heaven. A good answer, but not yet that. Yes. Um, I'm an audiologist, the least one to be fired because I cannot hear you right now.
Sorry, sir. So basically, religion and online recruiters have in common is ABC. Number one is assurance. If you join us, you have a vision in mind. We can help you follow that vision, align with our company. And then B is belief. Here is our belief, and we're recruiting you because we believe that you also share the same beliefs as us. And then C is conversion. You're currently right now in this company. We want you to join and convert you as one of ours. That's ABC.
So, what is your answer?
Yeah, three.
Three answers.
Yeah.
I'd like your third answer because both have to convert.
Yes.
Okay. That's the right answer. Can you give, what can you give there? Cookies? Oh, it's not cell. You can claim the cell phone at Tawi Tawi branch. What happened to this job seeker who gets hired by Google? Ask me what? Louder. Ask me what? Out of joy, he shouts Yahoo and he gets fired. You want more? No? More, okay. There is this new digital technique called co-creation of content. Okay? Where you somehow, it's used by pharma companies, for instance, to co-create content where they identify the product they sell, which is a medication, with a celebrity who is afflicted with that sickness. That is co-creating content. That's the ultimate co-creation of content. So picture Piolo Pascual, for instance, with a stuffy running nose, with cough and colds endorsing what, Neozep or they call Gen. What is that tactic code? Ask me what? It's called influenza marketing. And I heard it's going viral. Oh, that one was an afterthought. That's a joke. You want more? Do you know the progenitor or the, what's a simpler word for progenitor? The inventor of digital transformation is a Filipino. Oh, and he comes from the north. Where? Ask me where. From the Ilocos region. Why? Because it used to be known as digital transformation. Digital bangor, bumper to bumper. Okay. You want more? So I would like this. Gi- Give me time to look at my notes and give you my real message for today. Okay. In behalf of the Philippine Society of Fellows, as well as the PMAP and the, what do you call this school? The Asian Institute of Management. Yeah, the only school I know is the best school in Mendiola and the best school in Katipunan. That's San Beda and UP. Okay. No. So in behalf of the Philippine Society of Fellows and in proper respect for social etiquette, we would like to thank all of you for participating in this third HR Innovation Forum. For this year, the whole conference focused on the phenomenon of digitalization and how it has affected both the efficiency and the effectiveness of the function. As Mitch Antonio told us the first day, there is a difference between efficiency, which is HR metrics, and effectiveness, which is, hello, HR analytics. No? And both are used in evaluating the overall health of an organization. So we've seen a plethora, what's a simpler word for plethora? A spate or a mixture of 24 speakers from here and abroad. Medyo stateside na rin tayo ngayon. No? Bonded by this common thread of somehow digitalizing respective workplaces, either as consultants or as practitioners, on how they view this phenomenon. And more importantly, at least to me, the implications and challenges it presents. Indeed, this development is what you may call inevitable, inexorable. It confronts the workplace right now, and management is faced with the dilemma of either embracing it as a boon or being indifferent to its coming and therefore looks at it as a bane, worthy of being placed in the back burners of its priorities. The important thing to remember, however, is it's inevitable. It's inevitable to enhance, and somehow for me, my takeaway is to blend the customer experience with the employee experience. If somehow we're able to blend those two elements of the organization, then you are successful in digitalizi- digitizing the work environment. For instance, the now ubiquitous means it's all over, okay. Um, Automated teller machines that we see displaced the back room of all branch operations, including rendering superfluous and trifling the job of a cashier. But how did banks somehow blend the customer experience with the employee experience? By retooling and retraining the new accounts clerk, the production clerk, the distribution clerk, and the cashier, and made them into what we call platform officers. Those platform officers were trained to know at least the basics of banking in all its forms, whether it's leasing, investment banking, agri-banking, and the like. Or how do you blend customer experience, again, with employee experience, particularly when you look at integrations, mergers, and acquisitions? If you're able to somehow harmonize that, you are successful in digitizing the workplace. I recall we did it in Globe when we acquired Islacom, and therefore it resulted in a lot of displacement of erstwhile engineers as well as linemen, and they were somehow retooled and retrained and given liberal rates of amortization by selling all the trucks and the equipment, and we formed them into cooperatives. That way they became entrepreneurs. And now they're running the biggest electric cooperatives in Visayas and Mindanao. So again, I attempt to provide this happy blending of being able to blend happily the customer experience when we somehow harmonize it with employee experience. That's the more serious part. Okay. And so, on behalf again of the PSOF, we'd like to thank you for your participation. By the way, we would like to continue this round of innovation summits. And the PSOF has been busy the past 2 years, somehow strengthening its ranks, because we suddenly found ourselves with just 8 to 12 of us attending meetings, and to find out that we were the only ones left in the society. And so we had to somehow beef up our ranks. And now I'm glad to report to you that we have 260 members of the Society of Fellows, enough to call it a society, correct? And those of you who would like to get themselves accredited and invested in the Society of Fellows have a last chance for this year in November 7. If you're interested in getting accredited, just get in touch with our DET-TAN, and we will schedule the meaningful conversations with you. These are not interviews. So maraming salamat po again for your participation. Thank you very much.